The Heritage of the Bhikkhu, Section, The Portuguese Period. The Portuguese first arrived in Ceylon in 1505 AC, during the reign of Virapara Kramabahu VIII. As a result of internecine feuds, the country by this time was in disintegration. It had broken up politically. In several provinces, local chieftains posed as kings. The Jaffna Peninsula was controlled by the Tamils. The Vani provinces were ruled by chieftains known as Vaniyars. Petty rulers continued to govern small towns such as Badula, Walpola, Piradania, Madampe, Ambulugala, Udugampola, and Devundara. Although the king of Kota, capital of Ceylon at the time, was deemed the principal monarch of Ceylon, there was no direct communication or cooperation between him and the provincial rulers. They acted independently and ruled their domains as they pleased. They were constantly at war with each other. They had neither the strength nor the opportunity to do anything to help the development of the country. Economically, Ceylon was in decline. The seaports along the coast, with their flourishing trade, were dominated by the Muslims. Education and culture were at their nadir. With the general degeneration of the island, the position of Buddhism and bhikkhus declined. This weakness gave ample opportunities for the Portuguese to establish and stabilize their rule over the maritime provinces without much effort. Warfare with the invading Portuguese further enfeebled the Sinhala government. The Portuguese deprived the Sinhalese of both their freedom and wealth and decimated them. Nothing worthy of mention was done for the development of the provinces they ruled. However, special care was taken to propagate Roman Catholicism. To achieve this, the Portuguese resorted even to killing, torturing, and brutalizing the native population. A non-Christian was considered an enemy of Portugal and Jesus Christ. The power of the Roman Catholic missionaries who accompanied the Portuguese began spreading in the maritime districts of Colombo, Panadura, Magona, Beruvala, Gala, and Waligama. Roman Catholicism spread also in the Jaffna Peninsula. In order to procure employment under the Portuguese government, many Sinhalese embraced the Roman Catholic religion. Association with the Portuguese turned the Sinhalese into liquor addicts. Even though some of the Sinhalese appeared to be Roman Catholics in public, solely for materialistic gain, secretly and in private they professed Buddhism as their true religion. Occasionally, even some Sinhalese kings, princes, and princesses accepted the Roman Catholic religion out of political considerations. During the reign of the patricide Rajasimsa I, 1581–92 AC, who gave up Buddhism and embraced Hinduism, Buddhism and the bhikkhus suffered severely as a result of his atrocities and his fierce wars against the Portuguese. Rajasimha I killed many bhikkhus and burned a large number of religious and literary books. The brutality and cruelty of this king were so terrifying that the people of the Candian provinces were even willing to help the Portuguese against him. The Portuguese, grasping it as a golden opportunity to bring the whole country under their sway, led an army to Kandy, accompanied by two Sinhala princes who had embraced Roman Catholicism, and attempted to capture the Candian provinces. This attempt failed. The Portuguese, however, ruled the maritime provinces of Ceylon for a period of 153 years, from 1505 to 1658. Internal quarrels and ceaseless warfare between the Sinhalese and the Portuguese for several generations made it absolutely impossible for anything to be done for the country and the emancipation of its people. The national culture and religion degenerated and deteriorated. Because of the brutal and cruel behavior of Rajasimha I, some monks abandoned their robes to lead a lay life. It was indeed a sorry state of affairs for the bhikkhus, so much so that it was difficult to find a fully ordained bhikkhu in the country. Therefore, King Vimaladharma I, 1592 to 1604, sent a deputation of ministers to the Rakanga country, modern Arakan in Lower Burma, and obtained bhikkhus with higher ordination and caused the upasampada, or higher ordination ceremony, to be performed on a dais built on the Mahavali River at Gautambe Ford, Udakukepa Sima. End of section.